Greetings and salutations, it's your blind dyslexic, and it's TBD at the movies. I've attempted to do this outside, the wind is being real stubborn. So every time I try to say something, it's and just so I figured I'd do it inside here again like I did before. And there will be a TBD walkabout, I promise. But after all that I've seen, so now, without further ado, let me get to my notes here. So, yes, I did note so I wouldn't forget what I was talking about. Aha, there we go. Alright. Got my notes set up. I had to write some down so I would go, it wouldn't be too entertaining. But, G.I. Joe Retaliation. Pretty much the Joes are made to look like the villains after they go after a nuclear warhead. The president making the claim that their actions crossed the line and also caused the death of a certain leader. He had to execute them with extreme prejudice. And it was all in attempt. And the faux president was wanting to know the whereabouts of both Cobra Commander and Destro. And after an attempt of freeing both, it splits off to two storylines. One, Snake Eyes and Jinx go in search of Storm Shadow so they can find out what Cobra's plans are. Roadblock and his group head off in another direction in order to try to find out who in reality the faux president is, and in hopes of stopping them and clearing their name. The action scenes in this were great. The dogfight with ninjas on the side of a mountain. Oh man, my stomach dropped, and I know yours will too. Just this whole point of Red Rover meets Capture the Flag. Oh, Mondo May. It's just, you will literally be going off your edge of your seat the way all this stuff is going on. Cobra Commander, yes, has a cameo in this, more or less. And when you see Roadblock's vehicle that Bruce Willis's character gives him, it's like, where can I find this? And let's just say home security and Bruce Willis's home in this has a total different perspective. You don't want to break in Bruce Willis's home. So, in a moment, my review.
If you've got a flying time machine, why are we on a motorbike?
I don't take the TARDIS into battle.
Because it's made of wood.
Because it's the most powerful ship in the universe and I don't want it falling into the wrong hands. Okay.
Review time here on the Blind Dyslexic, ladies and gentlemen. I just had my little sheet of paper. Oh, here it is. And I lost it there for a second. But, review time here on the Blind Dyslexic. I'm going to explain my review so everybody can understand it better. We've got full price, matinee, which are both self-explanatory. Then, again, we've got dollar movie, which is something of a second run movie before it goes to DVD. that can have two connotations. Is it worth your DVD collection, or should you wait? Then you've got TV, Saturday, Sunday matinee, late show, late show, VHS, and beta. And once it hits those last two, you gotta guess that it's gonna be a sucky movie. But so far I've only seen one sucky movie, well, two, but we don't mention those anymore. We all want to forget the sucky movies, don't we? Like I said, Cobra Commander has pretty much a cameo in all of this. And General Joe Colton, played by Bruce Willis, him and, like I said, Cobra Commander each have something of a cameo in this, and they do worlds of good. Even with Joe Colton referring to Lady J as Brenda half the time, which is funny. Because Lady J kept on saying how she wanted to try to get high in rank of her father, so he'd be saluting him, because Lady J's dad was born in a time when women were not military officers. So, which is understandable. You really can't say that's bigoted. That much, maybe. But, the action scenes, the fact that it left off with a possibility of another movie, which I hope they do make a third. There's no Easter egg at the end of this movie. But I'm assuming the way they did the closing credits, that's something more or less of the Easter egg type of variety. But yeah, if you want to stay through the credits, you're welcome to. Otherwise, there's no Easter egg at the end of G.I. Joe Retaliation. So, like I said, it's review time here on the old TBD at the Movies. So, after all that I've seen, and after all that you've heard, I can definitely say it is worth full price. I can also say that if you don't want to pay that, definitely go see it in the matinee. And definitely worth your DVD collection. G.I. Joe is definitely one of the top-notch movies of this year. And The Rock does a real good job at Roadblock. Bruce Willis does a real great job at playing General Retired, I should say. Like he says, he's retired, but they didn't say anything he couldn't re-enlist. The fight scenes at the president's home. That's another thing that needs to be seen. But I'm going to have to say, of all the fight scenes that go on, it is definitely the mountain scene that is the money maker and the seller of this movie. Like I said, there will be a TBD walkout. In other words, blind dyslexic Tulsa walkabout. So until then, catch you then.